What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content and want to see more. Hopefully you guys like that little intro. I did have to wake up at 4 a.m. today to drive from Rochester all the way to Long Island to celebrate and be home for Thanksgiving. So hopefully you guys like that. I then got a package from a brand ambassadorship. I'm actually partnered with Bang Energy Drink. Hopefully some of you are familiar with that. Really cool company. Got to show you guys what they send me on a monthly plan. Every month I get a package. It's pretty cool. You guys got to check it out. Then I went to the gym, and then you saw my setup, my temporary setup for these videos. So hopefully the quality comes out good. If not, that's why. I'm not up at school where I have all my equipment, my lighting and all that stuff, and the good green screen that I have, so the quality may be slightly off, so do bear with me, and I do apologize for that. Otherwise, I do also plan on getting a new microphone towards next week. I think Monday when I go back up, I'm gonna buy a blue Yeti microphone, so it's gonna be really cool. But otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So we're looking at the coin market cap as well as the technical analysis that we talked about, and then we're looking at regulators and comparing why they think this may be a scam cryptocurrency. It's definitely a weird article. We're definitely gonna have to check it out. Otherwise, as you guys can see, crypto does seem to be taking another brutal hit. You can see market cap is now 145. So definitely a lot lower than yesterday. Bitcoin dominance 53.2, so slightly up around 0.4% compared to yesterday. 24-hour volume is actually quite high. Again, we're seeing $24 billion being circulated. You can see money is leaving, so the volume spikes up at a very sharp rate. Another day of, unfortunately, blood in the water. That is another interesting thing I did want to talk about. It seems like yesterday my video got flagged. For those of you who watched it in the beginning, I wrote that blood is in the water, or I wrote Litecoin bloodbath as my title, and YouTube flagged it for being inappropriate and violent. So I didn't know YouTube was that sensitive, so I'm gonna have to really make my titles G-rated or PG rated. So that's very funny. I found it to be quite comical because now they're not going to pay me for that video. Whatever, it was just very funny. They gave me a yellow cash symbol, so very interesting. Whatever, I had to change the whole title, and now it's under manual review, so that's hysterical on its own. So if you guys saw the thumbnail change and the title change, that is why. Otherwise, as you guys can see, down 10%. Bitcoin Cash now down 32% on the day. Litecoin down 9.4%. XRP down 10%. We're just seeing massive dumps all across the market. The whole market is in red. Not really many coins at all doing quite well. We're seeing 10, 20, 30% drops. 34, where was that? Or I thought I saw 24% drop, 20% drop, 15. Really not many coins are up at all. Coins are definitely taking a major hit. Moving on, you guys can see an article posted by CNBC as Bitcoin nosedives, regulators said to be investigating whether it was propped illegally. The U.S. Justice Department is reportedly looking into whether traders used another crypto called Tether to bid up Bitcoin prices during its 1,300% rally last year. Federal prosecutors launched a broader criminal probe into crypto earlier this year, but now suspects that traders on crypto exchange Bitfinex may have been moving prices illegally. Bloomberg reported, citing 3 people familiar with this matter. The news comes amidst Bitcoin's 16% drop on Tuesday. So it said Bitcoin continued to spiral down. CNBC's request for comment. Federal prosecutors launched a criminal probe into the cryptos earlier this year. Bloomberg reported, but they have now suspect that traders on crypto exchange Bitfinex might have been using Tether to coordinate Bitcoin's price moves illegally. So a lot of interesting things happening right now. Other U.S. agencies cracked down on certain aspects of crypto in recent weeks. Friday, Securities and the SEC Commission announced its first civil penalties against crypto founders as part of a wide regulatory and legal crackdown on abuses in the industry. So that's pretty much all I'm going to read for this article, and it's very interesting that the fact that regulators are getting more involved in an unregulated coin and an unregulated market is kind of taking crypto the point and the meaning of crypto like away. You know, it's going to be very interesting to see how they're actually able to control certain aspects of crypto. Like Monero is completely anonymous. How are they going to know manipulation? Who does that? It's going to be very interesting to see what regulators in the U.S. government and the federal government, the U.S. Justice Department does to help, you know, fight inside trading and manipulation. It's going to be very, very, very interesting. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do you think it's been manipulated? Otherwise, I've had a lot of panic people coming to this video and coming to my personal email and DMing me on Instagram, Snap, and all these other websites asking me if there's any hope for crypto. Now, it really is a tough market. I do want to show you guys what exactly is going on right now. If I pull things out to the weekly, you can see pretty much what is happening. And I do want to kind of explain things here. You guys can see that there was a massive triangle that did take place right here. Also know that on the weekly for Litecoin, we're also coming into contact with being oversold, which is huge. We have not been oversold for quite some time now. You can see we're about to retest oversold and enter into a oversold market, which is an indicator that we could be moving up fairly soon. The one thing that I wanted to point out was we're pretty much consolidating back down to levels and prices where we first originally started Litecoin. Before we got the media involved, before retail investors got involved and we mass produced this coin and overinflated it by hyping it up so much, which is what exactly the media did. This is the outcome of that. It made the coin explode by hyping it up so much. It was a fad. People hyped it up so incredibly much that it became so overinflated. It was due to come down. Where is it coming down to? It's pretty much coming down to levels where it first started at before mainstream media got involved and took it over and blew it out of proportion. So it's not uncalled for to see the price come back down to literally where it started from, which is all the way back in May of 2017. If we even go down, you know, I wouldn't even say $4, but around, because that is where a lot of support is, $4. You know, in between $10 and $30, it's not impossible to say it won't go down there, because that's what the coin was in 2017. A little over a year ago, the coin was at 20 bucks. The coin was at $5, and now we're coming back down after the media hyped the crap out of the coin. We're coming back down to a more neutral level where it's as if the media is pretty much done pumping the coin up and it's coming back down to a more neutral level. So it's very interesting. Now, that isn't to say that this is it. It's over with. You know, now that the FUD and the fear is gone and out of the market, it's very, very, very possible that again another long run movement could jack the prices up. Once this media is completely out, we should start seeing news articles truly affect the prices of crypto, you know, in a positive aspect and not in a negative way. You know, right now we're having a lot of these weak hands sell off. You know, the last couple of people who are done with crypto, who said enough is enough, I don't want to deal with this, they're selling off. So for the people who are holding on long term, we may see a move back up in a long term. Obviously, maybe not $400 prices in a day or two or a month or two, or if not maybe a year. But in the long term, the fact that there's so much mainstream news and crypto is becoming so mainstream and institutional investors are getting involved and there's so much positivity coming to this market, why wouldn't it do well? Right now, it's flatlining out. It's getting back to more neutral levels. It's not going to blast off. It's coming back down to a neutral level to where it started off before the media overinflated the price. Now it's coming back. Now it's level again. You know, a year and a half ago, we were at $25, $20, and then the media hyped this up and shot it up. So the fact that it's coming back down to this level isn't peculiar. It's not weird. It's back down to a neutral level, and that's okay. Now it's finally time for it to consolidate out of this bear market and stop falling. And then when we see media and good news, positive news comes, financial investors come into the crypto, it should influence the price to move higher up now that this is back and down at levels it started from. That is what I'm referring to. And then another interesting thing is I had it up the 4-hour chart. As you guys saw previously, we did break bullish from our uptrend, and it seems like we're pretty much neck and neck with it right now on the 4-hour. It's interesting to note that we're back now out of being oversold on the 4-hour. We were extremely oversold back down here. We're coming back up, and you can see we're pretty much playing with the price right now. Apologize for the light flickering. I don't have my big ring light, so if that dies, I apologize, and we'll end the episode there. But obviously you can see we're in a lot of, there's a lot of resistance and a lot of support happening right now. We're battling the price. We're touching this huge support, which you saw we bounced off previously. That's what we're having a lot of trouble with right now. Hopefully it holds. If it doesn't, we're going to go lower. Obviously, I do have to talk about it, but we are going to trade on this and battle this price out. Same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's having a little bit of issues. You can see it broke its very strong support at $4,600, and it is slightly falling back down, but this weekly candle has not closed yet. We may see it retrace back up to around $4,500 and hold that level. Currently trading at $4,340, and we're looking for it to retrace back above that purple line at $4,500, and we have, the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for it to retrace back up, which I do truly think it will do. Ethereum looking interesting, extremely oversold on its daily. It looks like it's trying to head back down to its, $9,900 support. It is kind of free falling at the current moment. You can see where it's finding some sort of support. You can see where you can see this red band coming across the screen is where the Ethereum's price is at currently, and you can see where it's having some support right now. You can see we have a little bit here, and we have this wick that formed right there, and that's where we're having some sort of resistance. Very, very, very small. Unfortunately, there's really no support here. So truly, I would anticipate this coin to fall lower. I'm looking to see Ethereum go all the way down to, $98, $99 before we see any type of, retracement back upwards. There's no support here at all. The only thing that's holding it up is the fact that it is extremely oversold. So I am anticipating it to fall lower. Similar to Ethereum, XRP is also having a huge issue right now. It is nowhere near oversold on its daily, which means it can go lower. Another interesting thing is it is battling its high-low MMA. It's also battling this as a resistance. You can see we were using this as a huge support, this ascending triangle. We broke bearish from it, used the high-low MMA to trade sideways, and then we used it as a resistance. You can see right here where it had that issue. Tried to break bullish from that, and I said we had to look at that because just because it was here, it's a very, very, very interesting, timing. We had to see whether or not it would break above, close the candle above the ascending triangle, or if it was going to break down and close below it and use it as a resistance. It closed directly on it. The next day, it started to fall. Used our green band on the high-low MMA as a support, retraced back up to around 48 cents, and then you can see it's currently battling due to the fact that Bitcoin and Litecoin are falling. XRP is taking a big hit too, trading in between its high-low MMA, and I'd hope for all those who are involved in XRP that this coin retraces back up and continues to use the green band as a support. If it does not use the green band as a support at 46 cents, it will fall lower, and it will most likely close at around 41 cents, 42 cents. So do anticipate that. Otherwise, that's going to sum up the video for today, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.